What is going on, amigos y amigas? It's your boy Shadow Kill Legacy here, and I hope you guys are enjoying your holidays, whether it's Christmas that you celebrate or Hanukkah or whatever. I just hope you guys enjoy it with your family. So it's just crazy to me, amigos y amigas, that I ended up looking at the calendar today and I noticed that it's December 22nd, and I'm just here wondering to myself, where the hell does time fly all of a sudden? I remember when I was just a wee little boy growing up, I was always so anxious by this date. I was always saying to myself, oh my God, it's almost Christmas. It's almost Christmas. It's almost Christmas. Oh my God, it's almost Christmas. 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 I can't wait to get what I want. I hope I get what I want. If I don't get what I want, I'll be so sad. I can remember that, man. I remember when I was so little, I was always so adamant about the things that I wanted for Christmas. I was always so excited. Nowadays, I don't have that same Christmas spirit that I used to, but I still have Christmas spirit. But I gotta admit, amigos y amigas, Christmas is one of my favorite holidays of all time because it's brought me so many fond memories back when I was a little child. But there's one memory in particular that sticks out to me that every single time that I think about Christmas, it always warms my heart. And the story goes like this. So I was doing my normal routine as a 5-year-old child, just watching cartoons every Saturday morning. And as I'm watching my Saturday morning's cartoons, this commercial ends up appearing on my TV screen.
In a world beyond dreams lives a heart without hope. The struggle for freedom is a quest for the truth. A journey begins. The fantasy returns. Rated T for teen. Squaresoft.
And as I'm watching this commercial, my mind was blown by how good this game looked. Granted, the game looks like shit now, but back in the day, man, those graphics were amazing. In my head, I was saying, oh my God, that looks so good. The ship's just flying everywhere. The spiders on the floor. Him just throwing it. Oh my God, it's a perfect video game. Mom! Look at this. I want this game. I want this game. And my ADHD ended up kicking in and I just ran straight to my mother and I was on my knees just begging her, just telling her, Mom, I really want this game. It just looks so amazing. Mother, I really want this game. I know you said that I'm not supposed to have any more games, but Mom, please, this game is so amazing. Mom, please, I really like this game. There's ships that are flying everywhere and the spiders that just came out the ground and everything. Mother, please, I want this game. That was what my reaction was after I saw this commercial. And you know what my mother said to me? She said, Jonathan, a este momento, no puedo comprarte ese juego. Mom, please, I really want this game. Mom, I really want this game right now. Can I get it for Christmas, Mom? Can I get it for Christmas? Huh? You think Santa will give me this for Christmas? And after I did that, my mom gave me this face of, yo, son, chill the fuck out for a second. Man, it's not that serious. And then asked me how much this game cost. Now, granted, I had no idea about how much the game costed. But I knew it was brand new, so I knew it was going to be expensive as hell. So I tried to do this in my most innocent little 5-year-old voice so I could convince my mother to buy this game for me. And I was like, I don't know. I think it's like brand new, so maybe like $30, maybe. I don't know, maybe cheaper. I think it's cheaper. And then my mom just looks at me and she's like, ay, pues, ¿y cómo piensas vas a comprar ese fuego? You know, she asks me, how are you going to buy this game? And I ended up telling her, Santa's going to give it to me. And then she just looks at me and she's like, Santa? You already sent your list to Santa. You said you wanted some nice shoes. Yeah, but now I also want Final Fantasy IX, Mom. Look, I already sent the Christmas list to Santa. That's it. That's final. You're getting shoes for Christmas. But Mom, what if I make it now and I send another list to Santa? You think it'll get there in time? Son, he lives in the North Pole. It's not going to get there in time. But Mom, it's only October. It's only October, Mom. Yeah, they have to drive all the way to the North Pole. You know how long that takes? I don't know. Like, maybe a lot of time? Son, you're getting shoes. Calm down. But Mom, you're getting shoes. Mom, you're getting shoes. So I over there with like the frowning face. My heart was destroyed because I really wanted Final Fantasy IX and my mom ended up shooting me down. So later that day, I ended up going to my friend's house And my friend's name was Paul. And Paul honestly was probably the only friend that I had when I was growing up in elementary school, because I was really different from everybody in elementary school. I was kind of socially awkward and everybody tried to avoid me because every single time that I would have a conversation, it always involved most of the time something about video games. And Paul was really the only guy that I can go to that I could talk with about video games, because he was a Japanese kid and his family was really big into video games, like super big into it. In fact, they were so big into video games that they imported a lot of their games from Japan that came out in Japan first before it came out in America. And it's funny because I ended up going to Paul's house, and when I go into his room, guess what he's playing? He's playing the game that I was begging my mother to get me for Christmas. He was playing Final Fantasy fucking 9, and I was just freaking out over the fact that he had Final Fantasy 9. I was just like, Paul, oh my fucking god, Paul, oh my fucking god, you got Final Fantasy 9? How did you get Final Fantasy 9, Paul? Oh my god, that looks so amazing. It looks just as great as it did on the commercial. Oh my god, the graphics look so real. And then he just looks at me. He's just like, yeah, I got Final Fantasy 9. It came out in Japan. I was like, what? Can I play? Paul, can I play? And he said, sure. He let me play. And dude, I swear to God, I played that game for like 3 days straight, because I went over to his house for like 3 days straight. And Paul ends up asking me during those 3 days if I wanted to get a copy of Final Fantasy 9. And obviously I said, of course I want a copy of Final Fantasy 9. I really want it so bad. You guys don't understand that I really wanted Final Fantasy 9 so bad. And he's just like, man, is your mom going to get you Final Fantasy 9? I was like, no, my mom said she's not going to get it. And then she told me that Santa's not going to be able to get it because the Christmas list is not going to make it there to the North Pole in time. And he looked at me, he was like, oh, that sucks, dude. That really does suck. Yo, do you want to borrow this game? I don't know if it'll work, but do you want to try to borrow this game? And so he let me borrow the game. But the thing is, the copy was in Japanese and it didn't work on American consoles, I think, for some reason. I'm not sure if it did or not. I think it was region locked, so it wasn't reading on my disc, so it didn't work. So I just gave it back to Paul. I was disappointed, but I thanked him because he let me try it, though. So fast over to Christmas Eve. I'm over here just anxiously, patiently waiting for midnight to strike. For you guys who don't know what I'm referring to, is that us Hispanics, we kind of celebrate Christmas a little bit different. We celebrated on Christmas Eve, wait till midnight to open our presents. So there was a bunch of music and partying going inside the house that we were living in at the time. And you know, I was over here not caring two craps about the family being over. I just really wanted Final Fantasy 9, honestly. That's all I was caring about. So I was just patiently waiting for 12 o'clock to strike, and it was like the slowest time ever, man. Let me tell you. I felt like it was like years before 12 o'clock at midnight finally struck. And then finally, midnight struck. And as midnight struck, Paul ended up coming over with his family. And you know, it was kind of a late time that they ended up showing up, but hey, they still showed up. So they were over here showing up, and his mom ended up coming over to me, and she told me, you open this present last. Open this present last, okay? So I was like, okay, I'll make sure I open this present last. I didn't know what was inside of it, but it was a tiny little square box. And back then, the PS1 cases were a lot different than what PS4 and PS3 and PS2 cases looked like for you guys who maybe didn't grow up during the times. But PS1 cases were like little square glass boxes. It's just really weird. You can Google how the cases look like for PS1. But regardless, though, I just had an assumption that inside that little wrap present was a copy of Final Fantasy 9. But I was going to get to it later, though, because obviously Paul's mom told me to open it later. So I charged through whenever they told me this is a present from Santa to Jonathan. And I was just like, okay, well, shoes, cool. All right, next present. Oh, cool, you got me a shirt, next present. Oh, socks and underwear, that's cool too. Fuck you, let me go to the next present. So finally, after 10 presents being opened, I opened the final present. And inside that present was what I was hoping for and I was just begging for. And it was a copy of Final Fantasy 9. And I was ecstatic, man. My mind literally just was blown. You know what? My reaction was literally as this kid that's opening this N64 right now. But really, man, my reaction was just crazy when I found out that was Final Fantasy 9 in that case. And it warmed my heart because Paul was probably the only friend that I had back in the day when I was growing up in elementary school. So when he knew that I really wanted Final Fantasy 9 so bad for Christmas, it was just awesome to know that he gave me the game later down the road. He actually told his parents that he wants that game so bad, and they ended up buying the game for me. So to this day, man, it was one of the greatest Christmas gifts that I've ever had in my whole entire life. Like, it's a small thing. I know, like you guys are probably thinking like, Shadow, it's just a video game. But no, to me, it meant a little bit more than that because it was one of my only friends that I had in elementary school at the time that gave me this gift. And he knew what I wanted because he was actually listening to me. And that, you know, that really warmed my heart back in the day. You know, it made me feel like, hey, not everybody's an asshole back then. But that's really all my story, amigos y amigas, of my favorite Christmas memory of all time. Literally my favorite Christmas memory of all time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story, and I hope you guys enjoy your Christmas day. I'm gonna be working on Christmas Day, which sucks, but hey, you know, I mean, it happens. I'm an adult now. I'm not a little child that used to celebrate Christmas all the time. But anyways, amigos y amigas, hope you guys enjoyed the story. And as always, adios mi amigos, peace. And as always, Merry Christmas, amigos y amigas, and a Happy New Year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys have made it this far into the video, subscribe down below so you guys can keep up with my channel. There are two videos on the screen right in front of you right now. The video on your left will take you to the last story time with ShadowKiller0212, while the video on your right will take you to the Legacy Podcast Episode 5. There are social media websites you can follow me on. You can follow me on twitter.com/ShadowKiller0212. You can search me on Facebook.com/ShadowKiller0212, as well as Twitch.tv/ShadowKiller0212. I live stream every Sunday, 4 p.m. European Eastern Time. If you guys are interested in checking out a live stream, go ahead and click on that link down below so you guys can follow me. Anyways, amigos y amigas, it's been your boy ShadowKiller Legacy, and as always, adios mi amigos, peace.